on September 14th at Lo-Fi Studios, just after the Cracker Camper 20th anniversary of their camp out. We're having an anniversary for FiSTOck here in Redlands, and it's going to be headlined with the flying VICTOR KRUMMENACHER's Flying Circus and the Dangers, and we have Chris Williams' new band, and Jonathan SEGEL is actually going to play a solo set. So what this show's about is getting some of those pieces in place so you'll be ready after the camp out to come to FiSTOck.
Yes, turn it off.
Not on.
That's what usually happens when I talk. I go on. Amy will attest. Introduction, this is Matt Adams, Chris LeRoy.
Matt.
Dangers meet blank tapes.
Hey, welcome to Lo-Fi Lounge. Folks who don't know that Chris and Amy met at Lo-Fi Studios at was it a Christmas show?
No, it was FiSTOck.
Oh, good. Oh, even better.
In 2011.
2011?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the math. It's 14, like she said.
Your Desert Gold album, Chris Williams and Matt and Amy, tell people about this album.
Where it began, I guess when I was living in LA, I'd heard of the blank tapes, and I saw him perform once. It was just solo acoustic, and I was kind of blown away. That was at the Roadhouse there, the Permanent Records Roadhouse. And I was like, oh man, it seems like Matt has moved out here. This can only be good. And finally, we found ourselves playing in this band together. It was a glam rock cover band called Queen Bitch. Matt was playing drums because he plays many things, including drums on this record, along with 5, possibly 6 other instruments. There's another guitar player that I played with out here, this guy DW, who is also in the live band, the Williams Party of 4.
Right.
But he's just a very versatile shapeshifter kind of guy. I mean, he can play, he makes his guitar sound like a pedal steel. He records samples on his phone and plays them through the pickups. He does a lot of really creative things. And I immediately, after figuring out like the breadth of what Matt can do, I said, like, just the 3 of us can make this record.
What is this influence of being out in the desert, that there is kind of a desert vibe to
Don't fill your emptiness with pain. It will come back to hurt again and settle heavy in your eyes. Sadness cannot be disguised. Look to the sky, open your eyes. Let the light into your surprise. Suddenly healing begins, and you can start to feel again. The river of stars in the sky, shimmering darkness raining down. A river of stars from the sky, washing the past into the ground.
Hangs together. It's all, one certain vibe. And
right.
I forget the term you said, but it sort of stays within itself. And when some of our good friends, like Jen Smith and Steve Rosari, listened to it, and they got the vinyl record, and they said, it seems like 2 records, like LA and the desert.
I was going to ask Amy, who we've been on.
Like an advice column, it seems appropriate that you would ask Amy.
That, all during the recording here, Amy and I have been doing these sign signals so that turn the background around, flips, but it says Desert Gold now. There it is. And now my good friend Amy, who had the great taste to have show up to FiSTOck so she could meet Chris. From hearing these songs as acoustic things, you got to hear them all in the, in their infancy in a way. How was it as he would, in the process of he come and show you what they were working on, or how far things were going, or how were you hearing it? Was it new ears?
Well, like most of them, I'd heard the acoustic before, and there were a couple that when he said he was recording them, I've heard him play them for so many years, I didn't realize they'd never been recorded.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of that, he'd come home and be all excited. It's like, oh, Matt said, no, I'm not going to let you listen yet. I was pretty blown away. I was really blown away by all of it. By the songs, just the quality of the recording, the musicianship. It was so much more than the acoustic versions I've heard in the living room all these years, but at the same time, the same songs.
Yeah, there's really no such thing as a single anymore. But a lot of times you have a lot of hope for something. You just think, okay, this song is going to really do something. How about for you, Matt? When you were hearing some of his tracks, did something jump out to you and say, I can do something with this? Or
well, ultimately, the sign of a good songwriter is I thought all the songs were, good, and they're all, catchy.
It's a beautiful homecoming for all these guys because they know it's just a place where people love music. They love that, they talk about the 10,000 hours thing. We've done 100,000 hours and it keeps getting better, like you say. So people keep coming back to FiSTOck.
From town to town, but the police make it hard. Wherever I do go, and I ain't got no home in this hood anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world. I've been working job to job, always have been poor. I did make, wound up there in the baker's store, and my wife, she up and died when the house had burned to the floor. And I ain't got no home in this world anymore.
That was awesome!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special edition of, I don't know what this would be, but
album interview talk.
Album interview talk works for me.
Sure.
We're here with my good friend Chris LeRoy to talk about the new Dangers record, which is called My Pen Was Wide Awake.
And that will be popping up on the screen just as you said.
You'll see it right there.
Rather than a brown box.
Absolutely. How and when is this going to be released?
It's going to be released on September 14th, which just happens to be our FiSTOck show here at the Lo-Fi Lounge. It's on a Sunday right after the anniversary camp out shows. A lot of folks over the years, after they've gone to camp out, have come on that fourth day to hang out and say goodbye to each other and come to a free concert. Come to see the Dangers play and Victor Krummenacher's Flying Circus and Chris Williams' Party at 4 and Jonathan SEGEL. Chris Williams has an album coming out.
Okay.
Victor has a new album coming out. We have a new album coming out. So it seemed like a really fun time to start getting out to people.
Timely release. So I want to kind of start at the end and maybe work backwards.
Sure.
This release is kind of unique because it includes a bonus. It has like an album of, or a separate EP or album of covers.
Yeah.
And so we have covers by Neil Diamond, Neil Young, Bruce Springsteen, Creedence, ELO, and the Beatles. My question to you is, how do we get there? I mean, and then how did that work?
Just the act of doing 17 albums it's a labor of love for everyone in the band. To get folks together to gel for this one going forward. We were practicing up on stage, and keyboard Ralph said, we started playing some Costello songs.
Okay.
And then we knew every little nuance of it, and we're singing these harmonies, and it was just off our heads. So he was going, wouldn't it be cool if we recorded that? We each picked a song, and we made an album of that. And I'm like, sure. I don't think I realized, or even as a band realized, how much fun that would be.
Okay.
Because we started with the covers, and it influenced the main album. Mm-hmm. So they started to kind of overlap.
Did you find that the playing of the covers kind of loosened everybody up to get into the new stuff?
Well, I think it's a focus. That they realized, in order to do this, even something as loose as Hurricane, to get into that vibe is everything about how you're going to deliver that song. And none of the songs sound, exactly like the original, but they get the spirit of each one in a very unique way.
Oh, definitely.
So if you're going to do Hurricane, you got to kind of push this.
Like guitars, got an edge to it.
They got to meld and Solitary Man. We didn't have horns. If you listen to the original, they got this really cool middle section or solos that are really just like these brass instruments playing this very intricate weave. And on our thing, we just said, well, what if it's a voice? And it ends up being just Mike Deegan.
I'll be where I am, a solitary man, a solitary man. Don't know if I will, but until I can.
It's like, whoa, Neil Diamond, you screwed up. You could have used Mike.
Yeah.
So when we did Hurricane, I wrote 2 songs. One, My Pen is Wide Awake.
Okay.
It starts to sound a little bit like Neil Young.
Sunrise on the city, riding in my father's car. Morning air rising, skyline losing stars. We set out in the twilight, porch light off at home. Saw your face in the dashlight. It's time for moving on. I'm rolling out at midnight with a California quake. Raise me up on some beat. My belly's wide, wide awake.
Because when I first listened to this, I listened to the covers first.
Okay, yeah.
And then I listened to the actual record.
Yeah.
So I could see like the influence, but it wasn't like a direct homage. But you could see, I made some check marks on the song list, like you said with Blue Valentine, like the guitar solo is very like Neil Young-ish, but you can tell where that music had a lot of influence on the band.
Robert and Mike and Ralph had played together for 30 years,
Yeah.
eons. So the chemistry amongst themselves, the vocals that they, that's a big part of this album too.
You are like a hurricane. There's calm in your eyes. And I'm getting...
So it's really one album.
Yeah.
It was really like 17 songs we did for this album. But
Yeah.
We're splitting them off just to show you what we did.
There's 10 tracks, and then you have a live song at the end.
Right.
Right. And then so just kind of going through the tracks.
Sure.
You have like the title track kicks things off. The first two songs, My Pen Was Wide Awake and The Angel, were, to me, they were very like California. So, a lot of references to like,
Golden Gate
Bridge. And then the title track to me was kind of like a Kerouac, Steinbeck kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That's the way I felt about it, and so it captured that pretty well.
A lot of the songs, looking at lyrics from Hank Williams' Lost Notebooks,
Okay.
and just look at the storylines, and then just started using some of those first lines to get me into a place. And then with Allen Ginsberg for Blue Valentine and Pen Is Wide Awake, I grabbed a poem, and the end of that poem, My Pen Is Wide Awake, I just said, I love that. I love that sentiment. I'm going to take this story, and as a kid driving his father into New York, he's coming into the city. But I'm going to put it in Los Angeles, and in this one, they're sort of leaving their family. The dad and the son are going across the country and moving out on their own.
And it's a cool title, and like I know it, to me it struck a chord with something else totally unrelated, but on the newest Kendrick Lamar album, there's a song on there about his pen.
No.
And it's like written from it goes back, and it's like him talking to his pen and how it's giving him inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Pen talks back to him, and the whole time you're thinking he's talking about like a significant other in his life, and no, it's his pen.
It's right. Yeah.
So like with this one, it's a great like title track kickoff, like in the first song, and then everything else comes after it. So across the darkened world, you had the flute and piano. Just kind of tell me about that. Like, what was that choice?
Well, High, I don't know his last name. High, he's kind of high. He played with Raincross Drive songs, but they had him come in and play up along with them.
Okay.
And they said, Mike said, got this great flute player. He just came in and he heard these songs, played into them. Mike had mentioned to me, we got this flute player. I'm going, okay.
How are we gonna make this work?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's kind of closed-minded.
Yeah.
Like saying, well, this is what it can't be. Instead, in my mind, I go, well, it could be like Traffic, and he could be like Chris Wood.
Because you weren't thinking Jethro Tull, I hope.
No.
Yeah.
No. There's the song "Fallen Far."
Yeah.
Just want me to love you anymore. And I just want me to love you anymore.
That could be Chris Wood.
Let's talk a little bit about the art.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So you have like My Pen Was Wide Awake, and tell us what's going on with the cover, and then the lyrics themselves. Like there's some other art in there that's pretty thematic, and just a hint as I'm wearing the Mickey Mouse shirt. But
There's a mouse.
Not saying that Mickey Mouse is in your record because I don't want to get any kind of Disney people on our case, right? But
Then I was looking back to Lo-Fi Lounge. There's pictures of all the really cool illustrations that are in the lounge by my music friend, Tony Fate. And I saw this thing where there's a mouse, he's watching television, and there's a mouse hole, and a cat is reaching in trying to grab him.
Yeah.
But the mouse has set up this little mouse trap with a fake mouse on it. And the original picture, and the cat's going to get whacked by... It's a cool little cartoon.
yeah,
And I go, it's a cartoon. And I started altering it, putting colors in it, and doing all this thing. Oh, man, you're going way overboard. You're not the spirit of the thing. It's the mouse and TV. I'm honored. but don't mess it up.
Yeah.
So we're right back to what that original. I take the cat out, thinking, okay, this mouse and this dialogue and the Resistance songs are in it. You know, doing Battle of Windmills kinds of thing. What if I put a big pen?
I mean, it's like a 2001 thing, right? It's with the, like, what's that monolith doing there?
Yeah,
What's going on?
exactly. Yeah. Why is there a pen?
It's
Yeah.
a juxtaposition, right? Like, it's just, yeah, because you look at the album art and you're like, it's cartoon, but it's also like maybe pop art, just with the colors and just very simple.
Yeah.
But it gives you no inkling as to what is inside the record, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, so it's just kind of a cat and mouse gig, but I got into the spirit of this cartoon and thought, well, this is unlike any other album cover we have, so yeah, then definitely we have to roll with this.
Yeah. So the album is My Pen Was Wide Awake, and the band is The Dangers. It has it all, and I would recommend, like, you could do it the way I did it, where you start with the covers and you go into the album proper, but I think however you listen to it, it's still a great musical experience. So thank you, everybody. Hope you go out and buy the record. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yes.
Just because it's Bandcamp Friday, the Dangers are turning out their new album, My Pen Was Wide Awake, today, September 5th. So go to thedangers.bandcamp.com and pick up our new album. Special bonus disc of covers will be included for a limited time. So today's a good day to pick up the Dangers. My Pen Was Wide Awake.
You ever be mine again? No, you never be mine again. Just be introduced as a friend. You are like a hurricane. There's calm in your eyes, and I'm getting blown away somewhere safer where the feeling stays. I wanna love you, but I just can't blown away.
We featured Brad Lewis and company every week, every lounge show, since he shared his cancer struggle. And every week he would watch the show and comment, so he knew we were all here for him and wanted to celebrate his art. And every once in a while, Brad would share the progress of his garden. That was always as beautiful as any of his great guitar solos. When he was unable to check in the show, I understood this path was changing, but hopefully Brad felt the deep love as it played across every Friday evening. In this video, a friend played along and shared what might have been Brad's last recording. Music is eternal, and if we listen, Brad Lewis will always be here.
Said I know you right, gone this feeling. I'm gone. Said I know you right, gone this feeling. I'm gone. shine that light bright. The sun will shine at my back door someday. Well, the sun will shine my back door someday. And the east winds will blow all my troubles away. Oh, blow 'em away, Brad. Said I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Said I know you rider gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your wheel rolling in your arms. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. Beautiful, beautiful.